Hi guys, it's been a while since I've done a vlog. It's actually kind of hot out today. I'm kind of sweating right now. But I want to take you outside, show you my garden. I've been working on it. And just tell you a little bit about what's been going on. But for now, let's head out because it's hot in here. And I'll show you around, show you some of my beautiful flowers I bought. I'm excited, over the moon excited about it, so let's switch this around. Okay, so much cooler out here. This is my back lanai, and earlier today it was raining, so we went to the park and I picked up some coconuts that were on the ground. One is sprouted, so can't wait to get into those. But along the back porch here, now I don't know all the names of these flowers, but some of them I do. Now these are just a regular shade flower here, and they have that kind of droopy appearance, but I just love their vibrancy, so just had to get me some to line them up. And then off center, these are called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, also known as Kiss Me Quickly, and I think morning, noon, and night, something like that. They have like 3 little names. They're so cute. But they have a lavender flower. Let me see if I can get in here. There they are. It's gorgeous. And some of them are blooming. This is more what they look like. They've got some kind of a white and then some lavenders. I love them. And I did that. Let me turn around. First, here's the side of the house. I did that all along the side. And then I did here. And you can see the dog kennel. And I did them back here because they really do need some shade. And as you notice, I didn't put them all the way up next to the lanai because there's an overhang. Let me see if I can fit it in there. You have to really fit them in so that they get their rain that they need. Anyway, okay. I gotta tell you how I came about getting my fence. At first, I didn't want to spend the money on the fence. I said, there's no way. I got 3 bids with 3 fingers. I got 3 bids on it, and one was as high as $22,000 to fence in a 1 acre, and then I just went really cheap and did the cow fencing with the gates with 1 opener, 1 electric gate or solar gate, and but because I was robbed, what the F? I was robbed in Hawaii. Yeah. They clipped my copper wires and stole my propane tanks. Yeah, HPP. That's the area I live in, the little neighborhood. It's Hawaiian Paradise Park. So now I'm going to flip this back and show you that. Okay, so with my fencing, I got that dog kennel built. And that was $1,000 there. And that's my water catchment. If you've never been to Hawaii, this whole ground is just rock. And so you need a water catchment. It's not like they're going to be able to pipe in water. No city water. So this is my backyard. Now my backyard faces a street. And that one I did not put the electric opener on or the solar. It's the side of my yard. This is agricultural, so we've got a cow across the street and goats and sheep, so you might hear those in the background. It's a good buffer here in between the homes, which I love. Here's another little view of my yesterday, today, and tomorrow plants. I love them. And then this is my solar gate. Let's see if I can zoom in. Now, let me show you over here. These are mystery gardenias that I planted. This green kind of waxy one. And then these are this yellow kind of striped plant. You see all over Hawaii. Everybody's got them. And these are some more mystery gardenias. Now my neighbor was really sweet and she loaned me her wheelbarrow to use, and I've probably had it about at least 2 weeks. And she hasn't come over and asked for it back, so. This one looks like it's not doing good, but it's getting too much sun. It usually gets these little puff balls. Here's a old puff ball. Take that off. I'm trying to zoom back out for you. But anyways, it needs to be moved. It's getting plenty of water. It's just getting overheated. It needs shade, so I'm going to move that. This is the side of my house. I'm trying now. Let's see, can't zoom in. Let's see if we can get zoomed in. Well, anyways, those are those pain in the butt trees called albesias. And my property, probably past the dish and the biosat, probably goes about another 10 feet. And let me take you up here. These, of course, I know you know them. They're gardenias. They're just huge. I love them. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. And I'm sure they have a scent. This is the sunflowers. I mean, they're pretty, but they have no fragrance to them. But gardenias do. Anyways, I got those along the fence line. And those go all along here. And then what's going in right behind them is going to be my palm trees. So I can't wait for you to see that. I know you've seen them. There's my shadow. I know you've seen my house colors. I'm not crazy about it. They're 2 different colors. But it is what it is. I will think about changing the color later. I know men tell me they love that color. They love it. It's kind of a black color on the bottom or a dark gray and a taupe on top. But it's a very cookie cutter type home. And let me take you back here. This is where they cut my copper wires. And I got one hooked up now, one tank. And the police officer told me, so put some cans on it. So if they're going to take it, they have to make a bunch of noise. Yeah, I did it, and I thought, you know, it's not going to work. So I took him. He also told me to get a chain. So I got a big chain and put a chain on it. But you know, there's good people, there's bad people, wherever you go. The dog kennel was about $1,000. As many of you know, I've got a pit bull, and I really had to make sure that whatever she was in was good and strong. I could have gotten it a lot cheaper just buying it from Home Depot, but I thought, you know what, this saves me a trip. This saves me from having to put it together. So I did it. I went for convenience. Those big coconut trees right there are really my neighbors. That's where my property starts and his ends. But because they fall right out there, I can usually go and grab a couple. But the last, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 I grabbed were rotten inside. So when we went to the ocean today, I went ahead, let me switch this back around. Okay, so went to the ocean today. I went ahead and spotted some coconuts out there. The whole park is surrounded by these coconut trees. And I went ahead and just grabbed a few. Actually, I tell my kids, jump out and grab some. They were just laying there in a pile. And let me show you what else I got. Okay. It's funny, you can see it here, and then, you know, but for the camera, all it spots is a bunch of green. It doesn't really show it its best. But this is an avocado tree. You know, I had to get one. Potassium, you need it every day. So I love avocados, and I thought, why not? I got this, and then that tree there had thrown down probably about 4 or 5 coconuts that had already sprouted, and I grabbed one of them and threw it in the ground over here. It's doing okay for it being a transplant, but I took it from over there and just threw it over here, and it's a decent size. I mean, I have to reach up to grab this. But I had this planted, and I think it'll take. I think it's going to do okay. And these are just some wildflowers. My property goes up there on that little ledge or cliff or whatever you want to call it. But there's some pink wildflowers there and some ferns. I just love it. It's like a little jungle. It's this little green tree growing here. And I'm standing here. Let me turn around. You'll see now on to the right, at least to my right. I tried to get this flipped on screen. To the right were those red rocks, and now that's where I'm going to have the grass. And I'm going to get the centipede grass. It grows very slowly, handles water really well. It's a well-drained soil out here. And then after that, where the avocado tree is, all this here, all this weeds and stuff, that's where I'm going to plant all my fruit trees and some raised beds, things like that. So that's it. I've been doing a lot of work out here. A lot of it's just moving stones, trying to clear out the weeds. I'm in between 2 roads. I got a road back here in my backyard and then one over there. And you might think, oh gosh, the traffic. Well, they're 2 dirt roads, and it's really quiet here, as you can tell. And like I said, it's agriculture, so you've got chickens and goats and sheep. I got a cow across the street. Anyways, that's my little garden so far. I'm just really happy with it. I'm happy to. It's strange. I mean, at first, when I first left Roswell, New Mexico, I remember telling my husband, I don't ever want another home. I'm done. They're too much work. It's too much everything. I'm done with it. And I rented for a year and a half in Texas. And when we got here, renting is very difficult because of the dog. A lot of people just will not rent. They'll rent you if you got a little cute dog, something little so sweet. What if you got a big old pit bull? So I had to buy, and God is good. You know, I felt like I spent the last 3 years of my life just crying. I was sad. I had heartache and pain, and to come here, and you know, we didn't even know if we were going to be able to get a home. We didn't get this house. We didn't close on it till Christmas Eve. Isn't that something? And what a blessing, though, to, you know, to finally get a home. And the rental that I was in was owned by this gentleman that sold me this home. Otherwise, it just would not have. It's amazing how God makes everything work together. And yeah, Christmas Eve, we got this home. And I just felt, I felt like this weight just came off me, like 3 years of pain and sadness, and just kind of melt away. It was amazing. And I gotta tell you, I don't know if I told you this story before or not. My son was outside. We were walking the dog out here, and there was $300 laying on the ground. 3 $100 bills. I knew whose it was. I knew it had to be the guy that sold me this place. He was outside fixing one of the outdoor security lights, and he just dropped it. And I called him. I said, "You missing any money?" He told me 300. Why, did you find it? And I was like, yeah. He dropped it outside, and right before Christmas. And I know you'd probably say to yourself, woo, God is good. Just found me $300 on the ground. But if you know whose it is, it's like, you know, just call him and give it to him. He didn't come till after Christmas. Must be good to have enough money that you don't have to even go pick up your own money till, you know, you but he didn't pick it up till after Christmas. But I don't know, I just felt like sharing all this with you. My little garden, it's a lot of work. You can see my sunscreen on. This is not lipstick. This is sunscreen. It's getting shady again right now. There I am, looking all crazy looking. It's actually starting to mist. Uh-oh, it is. It's raining. Let me go under the lanai. I don't have any furniture over here right now under this section. I mean, I have it in the house. I have to do a video of you know, of the inside and give you a tour. I know I gave small clips of it, like where I was cleaning and stuff, but I'm gonna have to give you a little clip. Let me turn this back around and okay. I had to turn it around. It was so hot and so sunny a minute ago, and look at it. The sky. You can hear that little lamb. Actually, it's a goat. She gave birth to twins, and they just cry constantly. But there it is. It's kind of misty now. I'll tell you the difference between Texas rain and Hawaii. Texas, it will thunder and lightning like crazy. Now across the street, there's no homes. And anyways, like I was saying, in Hawaii, it just rains. No thunder, no lightning, just rains. I have a house right next door to me. I won't show it too much, but that's their water catchment. I have no homes over here. And then I've got, this is my backyard. Oh, it feels so good out here. The wind is just picking up just beautifully. There, you can see it's raining. Just gorgeous. Okay, guys. You can tell look what the weather does to my hair. If it rains, it just goes crazy. Poof. Well, that's it. I just want to show you my little flowers. I am just a romantic when it comes to flowers and being outside. I mean, if I could sleep outside and live outside, I would. In here, it's almost possible. You almost could. And I have to show you my home sometime, because there's no heating ducts in it. There's no heater. There's no air conditioner. I do have one split air conditioner out here, which just goes into the living room, and that's it. And but there's no air conditioning ducts, none of that. But I just had to show you my flowers and my garden and what I'm doing, what I've been up to, why I had to get the fence. You know, there's no such thing as paradise, people. And there's good and there's bad everywhere. So, I wanted to show that. I wanted to tell that too. People think it's all like paradise over here. It's nice. The weather's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's amazing. You can come out in the morning at 6 in the morning and still not need a sweater. It's gorgeous. You can come out at 4 in the afternoon and not be so hot like Texas, where you feel like you're melting, you know, and you're just, you know, shrunk 4 feet, melted. And it's amazing. I feel like every day, you know, there's certain smells that you can smell. It could be a flower, it could be an evergreen, and it reminds you something back home. And I grew up in Michigan, and the smell here reminds me of Michigan, reminds me of my grandma's house. And she lived on the Great Lake, a region right there on the Great Lake called Harbor Beach. It's actually where I was born, Harbor Beach, Michigan. And the smell is all the same. It's really amazing. It's beautiful. And I just thought I'd leave you with this little scene here. My flowers. I hope it shows up good on screen. These are really bright red. They kind of have that look where they're like, look like they're wilted. But I don't mind. And my gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. And it already stopped raining, by the way. As you can see, the leaves are wet. I love it. Isn't it beautiful? Anyways, I'm gonna head back in and get dinner going, and but I wanted to leave you with that. And I think I'm gonna be doing a lot more vlogs, a lot more reading. Someone asked me if I would do some reading of some sort to help them get to sleep, and I thought, goodness, yes, now you're talking. Whoever sent that in, that was a great suggestion. I'm going to do that. A lot of my videos have been the same lately, and it's time to kick it up a notch and switch things up. And so I'm going to do that. And anyways, for now, I thank you for watching all my videos. You're going to see me yap a lot more, or hear me yap a lot more. Maybe it'll help put you to sleep. And if you just want to see, I know if it was me, I would love to just see some of the ocean with no one talking, or the woods and hear the sounds with no one, you know, yapping. And but let me know what you want also, and I can do some of those. And I mean, a lot of people will do a picture of the ocean and even walking along it, but then they always put in music. And to me, I don't want that music when I'm trying to fall asleep. I just want that really nice kind of nighttime sounds, you know. So I'm going to do that, but I just want to say thank you for your suggestions. Thank you for watching. I'm up to over 2,000 viewers, 2,000 subscribers. I mean, that's a big deal. Took years to get that. And I don't know, I just feel blessed. All of you have been great. I don't have, you know, any comments that are hateful or mean or perverted. I don't have none of that on my channel. I've got really good viewers and subscribers. So I thank you all for that. And I just want you to stay blessed. Thank you for thinking of me. And I hope I can share some more of my life with you. Until then, stay blessed. Bye-bye.